When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster. Bam! This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell.
He's able to counter that.
Brutally swinging that steel chair.
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell.
From way up, double axe handle. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural.
CM Punk.
Uh-oh. Oh, McIntyre holding him at bay. Headbutt to the back of the neck.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure. What a counter!
Getting sent to the turnbuckles. And then follows it up with the line.
This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
Lands the elbow.
An example of
Back and forth we go. Boom. Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point. Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Ooh. Ooh.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Ooh. Oh. No more holding back, going all out now. Oh my, that'll rock you.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
And the action is shifted now into the dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. And Punk making his way back to the ring.
Looks like he has his hand on the trigger now.
Punk never saw that coming.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And CM Punk from the top rope.
Oh, he paid for that high risk.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
Big knee to the midsection.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
Ooh, hitting him with that wrench. Oh, so much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Uh-oh. Cross the shoulders. Air raid crash. Turning it into the pin.
Fights the shoulder up in one.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense. But everything behind that kick, thumped with a big blow.
Draped across the top rope.
Oof, driven into the chair.
An extremely rough landing onto the chair. That pain's not going to go away anytime soon.
Taken down with a chop block. And scouted.
Now Punk's knee to the face.
Short arm clothesline connects. Boom.
Oh, stiff wrench shot.
He wriggles out.
Cover.
Whoa! Just barely more than one. And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back down with a GTS. No way Drew's getting up now.
What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk. Uh-oh. He's able to reverse it. Boom, what impact.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Counter by CM Punk.
And a short clothesline.
Oof! McIntyre a step ahead there.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre. Face first. Send up on the Koji clutch locked in.
It looks like the Scottish Warrior is beginning to fade. Michael Cole, will he tap out?
Struggling here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. McIntyre's able to escape. Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
Drew McIntyre rallying the crowd behind him.
Oh, what a response.
Evades the attack.
Claymore connects.
That might be all Drew needs.
No, he beats the count.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
McIntyre needs to find a recourse, find another option to take this match.
Future shot. Good night.
Drew has to be looking for that kill shot right now. McIntyre perhaps looking for that kill shot, looking to win this thing. Win!
He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
And a well-placed calf kick there.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he locks in a perfectly applied sharpshooter. He's in excruciating pain. The hold locked in. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
He's able to dodge that one into...
You're a by Punk. He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why. Struggling to get back on his feet. Looking lost out there.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cocking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go-to-sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 220
CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who's going to...
Look out! High impact! Reckless abandon. My God, that was nuts. Absolutely insane.
Boom! Fire back with that elbow.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Gotta get back into the ring quickly. Otherwise, this match is over. If you're Seth Rollins, you gotta try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand. And that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's gonna take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match. You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield.
Consider this, guys. When Punk left
He's able to reach the ropes and force the release. Seth Rollins up the turnbuckles.
And he chooses to leave the ring.
The visionary allowing us all to appreciate his very presence. Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
Now entering the raucous crowd. Just don't forget about the referee's count. Godbuster, that will shake you up.
Fighting among the masses.
Good technique reversing Rollins.
To the face. What a redirect.
Stops the kick. Dragon screw.
Blow after blow out in the throngs of the WWE Universe itself.
And he turned it around.
Cooler heads perhaps prevailing now. Has to be heading back to the ring to beat the referee's count.
And he tosses it back in now.
And Seth, so often the aggressor, so often the more experienced man in the ring, simply cannot match CM Punk at this juncture. Crashing into the barricade with such force. Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and
Into a chop block. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification. Maybe looking for a powerbomb here. But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies. Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Hey, WWE Universe, be prepared for some guests. Planted with a neck breaker. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return in Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
Oh, the WWE Universe getting an impromptu meet and greet. How's that for great ticket value?
Seth dodges that attack.
Oh my goodness, what a double-handed shot. Just like that, sent out of the ring. Bullet impact.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master On the microphone, Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk left. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
They sing, I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness, cover! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins, frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight...
Rollins perhaps going in for the kill.
Oh, Seth Rollins with a massive stomp.
Did Rollins get
Going for the cover?
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
And we know Rollins has a temper. You have to think he's starting to get in his own head a bit.
Clothesline, avoided contact and brought a big attack of their own.
Oh my God.
Leg drop. Wait.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get the three.
Color me in. CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep.
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
Right on the arm. And Rollins capitalizes.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
Quick evasion from him there.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
No end in sight to this exchange.
The fight is on, and it's furious. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Oh, into the pin attempt.
There's two. He kicked out at two.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
And Punk wanted to swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
The
Sky high.
Five-star frog splash. Fends it off. Good counter. Got him where he wants him. Up and Falcon Arrow. Looking to work the arm with that.
Stiff shot to the abdomen. Boot to the stomach gives them separation.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice Vision's grip.
Can the Visionary hang on? Things are beginning to... The pain's too great. That's it.
Here is your winner, Punk!
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event of the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original Tribal Chief, the Visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the wise man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight. Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk.
Look out! All the way down to the floor.
When we say high risk, this is the risk we are talking about.
And that could be the moment that changes the whole complexion of this match. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the...
Here we go. Here's the pin. And there's the kick out.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
Impressive reversal on Rollins.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer.
Superman punch from Reigns. Get this back into the ring now.
Rushing into the corner, step up knee.
Connects. Saw it coming. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act. And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
Shoulder up even before a one count.
An adrenaline-fueled, defying kick-out if ever there was one.
Sent into the corner. Big counter from Reigns. He'll make his way to the ring. Great anticipation. submission. Huge kick connects.
Oh, that just busted him wide open.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
What a display of strength here. Down, powerbomb. And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. Been coming to Punk from all angles tonight.
Impressive awareness from him.
Kick right in the face. He covers. Is this it?
Could be. How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Powered up, but dropping behind. Cranking the neck. Reversed into an inverted DDT.
Lift it up. What's next?
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
And set. This one's for the match.
Showing no signs of wear or tear even as this match goes on.
Northern Lights.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
Coming back from the outside now. Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get control of this thing. A big kick to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow. From the top. Double axe handle.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Stalking from above.
Here we go. Wow, cross body. Just amazing athleticism being shown here. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
Seth losing any command of this match.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
If he does not start protecting his head better, it may become the main focus in this match.
And Reigns got
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now an Anaconda
a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
This has been a hurricane of chaos.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman.
From the top.
You gotta be kidding me!
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside. outside get a little bit of distance.
Heading back into the ring now.
Rapid fire Samoan drop. Talking about a hard landing, flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof. Oh, what an axe handle.
Roman's shoulders are down. Almost ended it there.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
King directly to the back. High risk.
Suicide dive. Whatever it takes to win.
Using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. Punch to the face. Oh, right into a counter. He needs to be prepared. He gets back into the ring.
Like that and
Oh, went down low. That'll level your head out and shoulders down.
This might be it.
And he saves the matchup.
Brutal club.
Loving blow. There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring.
CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
2 count. Punk has beat the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner,
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.